Understood. Gonna do these commissions over here. And as the adventure. Oh, my girl is back. Let's see what she got going. Damn, it's been a while. Wait, is it the girl with the sword? Or. No, it's actually her. Hey. Oh, you're all fired up. Want me to come along? Of course, being an adventurer is really interesting. Well, I still am a bit unfamiliar with what to do while undertaking commissions, though. Traveler, would you mind coming with me again? I still have some things I'd like to ask you. Then let's set out. Today's commission is... Huh? We're escorting another transport balloon. Don't look at me like that, bull. Marvin's birth just popped for whatever reason. So... Yeah, this is one. Let's go over here. I do be smoothing. And we travel to the other side of Mondstadt, and I do this. Alright, let's do this. Now we're supposed to activate it like this? Oh, never had that happen before.
I'll protect us.
Well, hold this for me. I'll switch over to Ayaku.
My apologies.
Big damage. Nice. Oh, snap.
Whirling snow.
Scatter!
Nice and pop official. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, here it is.
Propagate!
Oh, Barbara.
My apologies.
Nice. Easy peasy. Anna. And we're done. Thanks, Traveler. This went pretty well, I think. But this is usually fair for adventure? There will be others you'll understand in time. What was that hapless tone? Is that so? Nice. I'll keep working at it then. Once I've saved up enough more, I'll bring my brother and our parents on a trip. My brother always wanted to travel, but I fell ill and then we had to stay and had to take care of me. But I'm well now. I'll even become an adventurer. When the time comes, I'll help my brother fulfill some of his dreams too. I love Anne so much. She has come a long way. She went from climbing buildings to climbing the statue of Venti to freaking accomplishing her dreams. So good, which is so good. All right. Go ahead and get some moving, because I don't want to be doing this all day. Clean cone. Oh, lord. Climb. Hey, jump. I was not supposed to make that like that, but okay. I'll roll with it. Easy boys with the shields. Okay, I feel. Oh, what? Never mind.
Let's dance.
Propagate!
Whirling snow.
Yeah. Easy money. On to the next one. Last two. Who is this? This is an emergency. Hilichurl, the manufacturing exploding barrels. And then, what is this? An abyss mage? Yep. Cool, cool. I hope I can get to there. Alright. This is my favorite soundtrack. I mean, besides the damn Mondstadt, this one right here. It's perfect. Man, they went all out with this game. 2020 was the time to play. P5. What am I gonna do to defeat all opponents? So 1, 2. Is that an exploding barrel? Yes, it is. Move out the way. There we go. Now pop this tool.
My apologies. I'll protect us.
I need those, thanks.
Whirling snow.
Bro got a burst. This feels ready now.
My apologies.
Sorry, little one.
Let's dance. Take flight.
I'm sorry, you have to go through this. Reinforcement, you. Oh.
Propagate.
Let the show begin. Odds revealed.
There's my artifacts over here that I need. Thank you, thank you. Smack, 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 smack. Smack, smack, smack.
Scatter.
By royal decree. Whirling snow.
Thank you, appreciate you. And for the last one, the Abyss Mage. Why does he look like he's ready to fight? Bro, I just got here. Get mixed. Get your ankles broke. Oh, 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 oh. Oh! Oh my lord! He survived? Bro survived that fall. I was about to see that. Alright. Oh, that was most unfortunate. Come on over here.
Odds reveal thyself.
Germinate.
I'll protect us.
Smack, 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 smack.
Take flight.
And
By royal decree.
yes, yes, yes. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. Very nice. Can I go collect my beetle pass? Claim. Yep. And then I'll go back to Mondstadt. Oh wait, I don't know where I was going. Teleport.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yep. Nice. Now on to the Alright. The Abyss Order. Driven on by Abyss, they convert the lives of those who lived on the surface and dream of overturning the rules of the gods. Who lived on the surface? So there is an underworld.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina'S decision.
Alright. Let's go. Rip.
What's going on? Are they arguing?
Probably. Let's find out.
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
I mean...
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did
Misunderstanding?
your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
Yeah, 500 years after pretending to be a god,
Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Okay.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine if we had managed to convince Furina to join, only for her to find out she's no longer needed. Bruh.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh?
Not for real.
Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Fisher was gonna be second option.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance.
Oh,
we
the
have to make sure
jazz.
it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So, the last thing I want is to be left out.
I respect that.
Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
Oh,
You're right.
but this jazz.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, this
I
jazz.
let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Come on, wait here a second.
Sure.
You were listening?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
Stop lying. There's no shop
All right,
around here.
I'm coming. No need to drag me.
I'm dead. She was eavesdropping.
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
She wants to be in the performance.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit
Bro,
concerned.
stop the cat.
That's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
You're
I'm
fine.
sorry, Paimon.
Oh. Yes, the friend we need.
It's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Why didn't you just show yourself? Exactly.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
Hey, don't give me that look. I'm just curious by all means. But yes, I do.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine.
God, she's so
I
humble.
was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
Motivational speech.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she
Oh,
was a
man.
victim in the serial disappearances case.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
After
sad.
that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
I respect that.
Oh.
That's so sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
And since she adores
Well,
Furina,
good thing I followed the Traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
didn't you say you were
I know
thinking?
what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can,
Okay.
however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
A verdict can bring emotional catharsis. They come pouring out and flow away into infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall
Oh, the
ultimately
OST
return home
of
to the heart
Fontaine is so
and
good.
slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, for example, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Huh. Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No, she doesn't. I hope not.
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
Don't know what that means.
Young swine, it's Paimon!
Would
Ugly
you be willing
nickname?
to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it. Especially since it's related to the serial disappearance cases.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Okay. Alright. Into yesterday, go to the rehearsal location. Oh, this OST is so good. Oh yeah, lost in Fontaine, so I'm gonna teleport. Zoom in a little bit. What's the closest I can get? I guess here. Poisson. What about this? I mean, if I teleport here. I'm weighing my options. And not just drop down. Yo, they're going in with the freaking orca. I teleported underneath. I did not mean. This is meaning the Rizula's headquarters. So I think this will be the right one to go to. Oh, I could be wrong. Cool to Fontaine. Let me stop before I fall into my death. Switch it back over to Traveler. Alright, here we go. Press to navigate. Oh. Time flies when contemplating life, the universe, and everything. I mean, not really. Oh man. Excuse me, this cold weather is giving me the... Oh, it's a cutscene?
Huh? Lady Furina?
Yes. Don't run.
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Elaine Barad.
Hello all. allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant.
Nice.
These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
Yeah.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
No lie.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in
This
that.
is wholesome.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with it.
So y'all have to come up with an ending.
We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction.
That is
But
the
then
case.
there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Y'all are trauma dumping? Yeah, okay.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Oh my god, bro.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist.
Villemont.
He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson.
Is something wrong? Poisson. Oh, I grabbed the wrong controller.
I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Poisson. Quest completed into yesterday. I wonder if we're gonna run into Navia. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. Poisson. I don't know why. That's stuck in my head now. I gotta be careful because I don't want to glide to my death. Is that Hydroculus? It is. Steve. Hold on. Wait. Steve. Wait, which way is the squares down? Got it. Alright. Higher. Oh no, here it is.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Nice.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case
Navia,
of mistaken
there she
identity,
go.
but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe.
But
To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
thank you. We will.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Oh man, don't get all depressing on me. Accompany Furina as she unwinds.
I'm so grateful that Miss Nafia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So
That's real.
that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept. Yeah, I can tell people are watching me.
Wow.
I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydra Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you guys taking on a bit too much in one go. Me too, it's not like you.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you?
There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
I don't think they're gonna be mad. They're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move.
Not for real.
How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Alright. Onward to the next location. Man. Yeet. Sweet. Man, it went from being all happy and kind of a little monotone to freaking, let's get depressing. Like, come on now. I understand what she been through. She's been through a lot, but golly. Another Hydroculus has appeared. Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll.
No, you're good. You're good.
Here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We wouldn't be friends if you didn't vent, you know?
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
The real side.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet.
Why did I have to lose my
I don't know
50-50,
whether you
man?
can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true.
That's not your
But
fault.
then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
Not for real. Don't be so harsh on yourself.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst case
Oh my gosh, this
scenario,
music,
thanks to the help
man!
of heroic
Oh
individuals
Lord, it's so
such as
relaxing.
yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level,
Dedicate your hearts.
freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
That's not true.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Think of your freedom as your reward. Not for real though. 500 years of having to play God is, and you couldn't really tell nobody. I don't know why she's so hard on herself. That's a W. Because now you can at least speak from your heart. For real. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so.
This is like a hangout event too.
And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in.
And
I
that's
was
how most
scared
people
of
feel
someone
in the
recognizing
world.
me for who I truly was, and exposing a secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Like how my mind's
Could you
always.
please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
What Paimon meant to say was she doesn't like to see you down. Don't you feel better having gotten that all off your chest?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands.
And that's the beauty of life.
Alright, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Alright. Let's go ahead and do this, and then I sprint. Furina should be my trial character through this whole thing.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Let him be happy.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at
Fish and chips, hey, fish and fries, fish and fries. That's hilarious.
I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Oh, that was
Are you
sweet.
kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours.
Oh.
I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh, that's
no.
so
Looks
cute.
like they're arguing again.
No, but it's like a good arguing. No, they're just worried about each other.
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl.
My dog is
What
walking
about
all
you?
over me.
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role.
Oh!
Well, the costume at least.
Oh,
So
wow,
now
that's
he's
funny.
playing the boar instead.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid.
Ooh, like.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
No, for real, but
It's
you know,
the
this
most
is.
important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
Damn, you wanna know somehow
You mentioned
something?
earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Oh, never mind. I'll say what I have to say
Yeah.
later.
I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
What kind of shit is
I
that?
spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up,
I feel like
I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
I kind of feel. I
It
kind
was
of relate
like
to
that
her.
until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
Nah,
Sounds like a really incredible person.
but nah, seriously, your family's fucked up.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer.
Now it's not the
My
time.
parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it.
Oh my gosh.
I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was
The director. Yep.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Hey, yo,
Please,
keep your voice down.
The honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family.
Right.
She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic.
I love the art style.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Wait a minute.
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little
I'll have a
Oceanid is a
theory.
water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The
Yeah,
little
as always.
Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
Everyone to go hunt her down.
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Yo.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Not for real.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
Yep.
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
But that wouldn't be.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to
And that
present
wouldn't
to
be
the
like, how you gonna
audience.
say, oh, we need to make this
That
as
ending would be a
accurate as
perfect mirror
possible.
to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless.
Don't say that,
On
bro.
the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her.
I still
The
feel bad for them.
Gardemics looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Oh, Villemont.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aurelie.
Oh, he never got a chance to tell her how he
What?
felt.
You kept that one quiet.
Why didn't you
It's
say
time to
anything?
be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel.
This is why you always
I
should tell the
did
person you
tell
like
her
how do
I
you
felt
feel.
once.
Rejection.
She turned me down pretty much straight away.
Okay, cool.
She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her.
Oh, not the
and
family.
she never considered us as potential
Sorry.
romantic partners. Not that
Damn.
it came as a shock or anything.
But at least you shot your
That's what
shot.
I was expecting to hear.
That's good.
So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come. Hollow. So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Vilmont?
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
I don't know what that means, but okay. So another part of the story quest complete. This is life. Just take a light trickle of song. Okay, look for Vilmont. Is he still in Poisson? Why is that so funny? Vilmont staying in Poisson? Okay, no, he's in the city. No, he's not. Never mind. This man is out and about on a stroll. How do we track these people down? Because if he's not home, it's like, okay, so where do we look now? Oh, let's just go look in some area on Fontaine. Bro, why are you yawning? I'm moving. We're doing an idle animation. Got some crystals.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Bro, I like their relationship though. It's positive. It's like not toxic, but I can tell that they're just joking. That's a puzzle.
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Let me play Furina, please.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
How you just gonna thrust that on?
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
Perfect time to learn.
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium.
His
said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more.
She really knows how to talk her way out of a situation.
So smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie. This doesn't require god level powers, don't you know? Any self-defense? Oh, Traveler comes back!
Sylvie, indeed.
I said it right?
Hopelessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Why are they going back and forth? This is not the time.
Too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode for Rita.
My dog is going in.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
No, it's good. It's all fine.
Piece of cake.
Put some dendro, so. And I got my squad with me. Oh, pain. Oh, I didn't take into account there was a pirate, there was a cryo. Please! Please!
Let the show begin.
Whirling snow.
It's about,
Spring forth! As you wish, main Fräulein.
My apologies.
to the brought whose house? I didn't know. I didn't know they were gonna throw me in with a bunch of cryo swine.
Take flight.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Scatter!
I have to miss, guys. Where are you? Where did you come from? Hello? Oh well, no, it might work in my favor. Boom, 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 boom. Go put his shield back up.
By royal decree. Oz, reveal thyself.
Is that it? Oh my god, there's more. Golly. Why? Why?
My apologies.
Like, bro, why? Why?
By royal decree.
So I keep jumping, bro.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl.
Just one down. Oh, if I would have known that they were gonna do this to me, I would have really.
Scatter!
Traveler. Hello here.
Go, Barbara, go! My apologies.
And there's one, and then out here.
Let the show begin.
Typing. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the help. And then I'll do this.
Whirling snow.
I'm gonna do this.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Hello? Come on. Come on.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Okay, alright, okay. Well, if we're doing this, I don't want to freaking get caught by any more cryo slime. So, let me take the travel off and I'll put Hutao on.
Good eye.
Wait, where are we going? Are we gonna take a little balloon ride thing? Like, goodness me. I had to sit up in my chair.
Vilma, are you there?
I'm sorry, stays on here.
Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
She's just big chilling with us.
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Wait, so is there like 5 of them?
So, you think knowing the truth
No,
about
that's
the
4.
director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us.
Too late.
We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
True.
The Amal.
But you can't be a unit.
The truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aureli's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vimo. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one.
Dang.
As you all know already,
Roasted.
the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
What? I remember that it introduces a state of euphoria, but it also causes significant harm to the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration.
Not real.
The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then?
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault.
Oh, dude, sound like he about to cry.
But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake.
So the
I didn't
merchant...
dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
So you thought the director... You brought the director to the attention of the synth dealers. Your mistake gave them a motive to kidnap and murder her.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it.
Damn.
Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us?
Oh,
What do you
man.
mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Bro, chill. He already blown through it enough.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Like, bro.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life.
Bro, she rejected you,
He has
bro.
the gall to try and high road us.
I'm sorry to be
claiming
say
he
that,
kept
but
his
it's
mouth
the
shut
truth.
for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now?
The voice acting was
I'm
hard.
just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve
Yo, chill.
in my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Yo, he's dead serious, so.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
Bro, you got rejected by this girl.
You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough.
Oh, okay.
Pipe down, both of you.
Yeah, for real.
Can
Yeah.
you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
Cook, Furina. Yeah.
stage. The lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured?
Not for real.
But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again.
Hey, yo.
If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
Not for real.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through
So
in
you're
her
sending me on
final days.
okay, I'm an errand boy now.
You really think that's possible?
I
Interesting.
trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true feelings.
No.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Oh, you're coming with? Okay. Didn't think she'd tag along, but okay. But she can swim now, so Parlay Marmonia. Where the hell is that at? Oh, it's right here. I'm like, where's that at? And it's in my face. Man, Furina cooking in this quest. Holy, I mean, I know this is her quest. This is her story quest, so of course she'd be the star, but holy crap. Are we finna see New Roulette? Cause I know he keeps all the case records and all that good stuff, so it would make sense for us to go see him and try to see what he can find and use that. If not, then I don't know why we're here. Wait, no, never mind. Wait, isn't that his office right there? No. Yes, it is. But he's not here, is he? Yeah, as I figured, he's not here.
to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case.
Sitting.
But
Hey.
that case has been closed for quite a while now.
I don't mean nothing. Give me what I need.
Since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application.
Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you?
Please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Sedina's so kind.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Yeah, for real.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary.
Does she already know she was gonna die?
Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women.
So really,
If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
no, for real.
Vachey took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
Only for him to get
I
cut
guess
off like
O'Reilly must have written all of this down
still be
in the
alive
hope
is
that her
crazy.
records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
Is something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Oh Lord. Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost the track of time. Sorry. I don't know if writing this is any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching. But what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't write no more. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned, but my old stomach trouble have returned. Nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I am more fortunate than Circe? Oh, I don't know. Circe. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as experimental subjects can be used up before they die. So it is so damp here. I have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is who I am losing my grip. It is I who is losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troops safe, I them important, please, farewell, apologize, life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is the absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, other handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that this page has been referenced often, and that this was personal notebook of an artistic director, Arlene. Damn.
She was so terrified.
She watched a girl get dissolved right in front of her and had to wait for her own death in silence.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her
That is
troop,
wild.
but at the end of the day, she was only human.
There's gonna be
I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely
I hope they find a way to reverse the process. Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are 2 lines Arlene has wrote in handwriting much more legible than before. It seems it took her both great effort and great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them, I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that what the Hydra Archon said?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
But that's the same thing Puzzlers told Furina.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love. And she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
O'Reilly's. I said O'Reilly's. Oh my gosh. Okay. Map. This is great. Wait, what? Why are they here? I was gonna swear there was a... I think I should teleport here because that's gonna teleport me to that base. This is really good though. It's really depressing, but it's really good though. Furina has really shined as a like more of her like true self or who she's trying to become is starting to show. Damn man, having to sit in silence and just like wait until it's your time to die, like there's no escaping it. I think that's like super terrifying. Oh, we're back for... Okay. Okay. I was pretty sure I was supposed to die from that, but alright. I still can't get over the fact that that just happened. Okay, we're back in the rehearsal area. That is super wild. Let me make sure my mic is still on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm all good. Alright, cool. After reading through the notebook, some are lost for us. Some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and slowly howl in rage. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience.
No, I'm in the living room.
After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role. pouring all your emotion into your performance.
Mm-mm.
And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope
I'm sorry, I'll go
just
explore later.
the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Alright.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage.
The Opera
By which
Epiclese.
I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Yo, look at the lighting.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, the grand stage.
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
Not for real.
No, that's not what I meant.
I think it is.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Believe in yourselves. Go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
This one would be cool. All of Fontaine gets to witness y'all's performance.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me.
Yeah,
If you
Furina.
mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Neuvillette.
So we are gonna
I
go
know
see
just where
Neuvillette.
to find him.
Poisson. Find, or is he gonna be at the entrance at the Fortress of Meripede? Oh no, he's actually taking a stroll. That is wild. Because the fortress entrance, I think, is somewhere over here. So what would be the quickest way? I mean, yeah, this actually is a 7, yeah. I know everybody likes to go to Poisson. To like, that's where you need to go to like get fresh air. It's like leaving the city and going to the countryside. Get that country air, you know, clear your head. All along, like, totally understandable. Alright, let's go see this boy, Neuvillette. Burn. Oh, no, he's actually over there.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing.
Damn. I didn't mean to cut Paimon off. Or you.
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler and Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
You share a little the story of the little ocean
I
in
understand.
Neuvillette.
The
No, I'm playing
process
the
for
game.
booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if The Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalek.
You are very welcome.
Hey, that went smoothly. Return to the rehearsal location and assist with the rehearsal. Oh, dear me. Got to this small little area. Alright.
That chair is not made for that, so.
Yes, it is.
No, it is
Good
not.
news, everyone.
Yes, it is.
It's done.
Right here behind me.
The Opera Epiclese is booked.
Come look.
Thanks to my
Come on.
eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalek
Come
was moved
here.
to provide us with a fitting stage
Come
for
here.
this
What do you
special
think I'm sitting there?
We've had to fight every step of
It's
the
a
way.
head. There's a headrest right here.
But we now have all of
Yeah,
the
okay.
ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular
Yeah, go
performance.
nippy outside.
A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last
If
but
you get the air out of
not
here,
least,
so it's pretty
a
good.
passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can
he's stepping on me
finalize the
now.
ending,
Oh,
the
Jesus.
more time we'll have to
He's
rehearse.
stepping on me now.
Fiamma and I just went over some
Get
parts
out
of
me,
the script
give
and
me
tweaked a few
CPR,
things.
Kobe.
I think
Oh.
it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
No, you don't.
Wow, you two had a constructive
My dog over trying to give you CPR. Alright, you can go back and sleep.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
I think so.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing. Even though Furina'S still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
I'm really looking forward to the final production. Almost a performance.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Here we. Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, what's the phone? Oh.
accursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Wait, are they rehearsing on this actual performance? That's an Oceanid.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time.
Okay, so it is actual performance.
If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they...
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
It's not for real.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
No, Furina can still play the role.
This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets. Myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
Hey.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director.
Okay.
What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said.
Well said indeed.
I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Okay. Oh Lord. That transition was cold.
Is she here yet? Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser
about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
And she got her vision. I wonder if it appears to her after the performance or during. That was pretty good. That was really good. Oh, right. Timeline Traveler.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still,
but that's from Noble
I
Falls, though.
have to admit that, despite everything,
You have fun?
it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Exposed.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Exposed.
Oh, so it was Furina after all.
Get caught on 4K.
She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
Damn. Oh, oh!
All right, calm down. Don't be mad.
Damn.
This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
At most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
So she did get an actual vision.
That...
That is wild.
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Like 407.
Cubby, get off my feet. Are you playing a game?
Does it look like I'm not? My mom told me talking about this chair ain't meant to be laid in like this. I'm like, yes it is.
I'm trying to think of me something to tell.
You said what?
I'm thinking of me something to pawn right quick.
What you? Oh, never mind. You gonna scheme?
Huh?
Okay, go ahead and do your little scheme.
Nah, I might go sell one of my PlayStation 4 controllers. You think I should?
No.
Can I? You think I should sell one of the P4 controllers? Nigga, why? I'm the only person that play it.
Then how you gonna play it?
I have a camera. I have two P4. I'm not selling my gray one.
Oh.
You said that black one? Oh, I think
Where is that gray one?
I think that black. Right there, nigga. On top of the PlayStation.
What?
It's over there, camera behind the chair.
Oh, okay. Puss on.
Ah,
Oh, yeah,
you're back.
Yeah, Bucko was over here eating. Get off me!
She's doing okay.
Oh, so we
Her
was.
condition stabilized after taking some of her original
Oh,
medication.
big, bro.
From experience, though,
Bro, what
I'd
do
say
you
she
want?
still needs a few more days of rest.
Oh my god.
No.
How did the performance go?
Being harassed.
Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be
I'm
glad
finna
to know it
drive.
was fantastic. Also,
Yeah.
you're not gonna believe what happened
You
while
got me
Furina
saying?
was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read
gotta
all
say
about
what?
it in the
I'm
Steam
trying to
for
give me some
first thing
land.
tomorrow morning.
Right quick, so we can get us some
That's
days.
wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Don't worry
I don't have
about
any
it.
money.
Like they told me after announcing my name during
my
the curtain
booty.
call, everyone's work
Oh.
deserves recognition.
Oh. Oh.
Even though you couldn't see
Oh.
through
Hey,
to
boy,
the
get your
final
nuts off me,
scene,
boy. What's your
the
problem?
audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say
Hey, nigga, you
that
better not try to
you
crawl
made
on my
your
back.
mark on this memorial show.
Damn, damn.
Well, one way or another,
Hell nah.
we did it.
Damn.
I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect
Oh,
things to
babe.
go smoothly in life.
Move, Kobe.
I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself
babe.
past your limits so much, your illness
What is
wouldn't
it,
be
bro?
flaring up all the time.
Bro, oh my god.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
No lie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each
Can't
other?
Can't even eat no pop.
Yeah, okay. We're not blind.
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on,
Stop, Kobe.
the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire.
Bye to everybody.
You won't have to disband if you don't want to.
Hey.
You
Bye to
could
everybody.
capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanate to the
And get
bigger theater
paid.
troops out there.
Mm-hmm.
That would do
Bye to
wonders for
everybody.
your
Yeah.
financial situation.
Sit down.
Paid.
No, we should still
Go.
disband.
Yeah,
Sit down.
it's what we all agreed to.
After all this happened, I
That
should
ain't
give you
mean lay
guys
on
some
me,
space.
boy.
But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina'S performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with
You
musicals.
think you a big ass baby or something, dude.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Smoking don't got pink to
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy
Tobias,
requests
get
will
on the bus.
hound
Get
me
up.
wherever I go
Get up.
until
Get
I
up.
finally
Get off me.
acquiesce.
You off me,
You
Kobe.
rather sealed my fate there with your
Kim.
special thanks at the end of the show.
Hi.
Sorry.
It's quite all right.
Yeah, man.
No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that This whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
That's one of these drawings of saying, just do whatever feels right to you.
Yeah.
Not for real.
There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Act 1. That was Furina'S story quest. Man, what is she gonna say now? Hold on, let me talk to her.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
Well, that was that. Guide to Justice. You gotta op on you, gotta op on you. I got nothing for that.
Somebody call animal control.
Oh, I want to. Oh. Please. Well. Oh, if only. If only. Oh, I'm going on 10 toes down. I need to build pity. 10 toes! Yep, I'll fucking do it. I knew they were gonna do this to me. I knew they were gonna do this to me. Most unfortunate.
May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world.
Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.